All right, guys, in a new field with Trevor. He already found one right there. It's a little crude, but it's a, I believe, chalcedony. So it's really cool material. I think I have a crude one here as well. Looks like it. Looks like there's a lot missing. I'm gonna clean that up, but I think we got a crude point there. All right, we're done at the first field. Didn't find anything else besides this that was anything all that great. Let's get this washed off. Pretty cool. Definitely, it's a missing part here. Definitely plow damage, and then that tip would have been weird, but it looks like that's plow damage too. It's a point, so you gotta be happy with that. All right, we're at the next field now. This has produced some stuff in the past, so hopefully we get one out of here today. All right, I just stumbled on a really nice one. No, it's a faker.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, that is insane. I'm still so pissed off about that. That was the best faker I've ever seen. Him too, he thought 100%. I just don't know how, like, it looked that perfect and was nothing. All right, it's another day. I was actually helping a friend out in the area do some painting, so I stopped at one of my fields. I found this little tip, and as I was walking out, I found that. It looks like it might be a little triangle. It is. Just missing a tiny, tiny bit. That's one of my nicest triangles, though. Wish it was whole, but I'm really excited about that. I was literally walking for maybe 15-20 minutes. This is actually the field in the first video I ever made, arrowhead hunting. I came to this field. I said that we overhunted it a lot. It still hasn't been plowed, as you can see, but just the rain helps so much. Here I got it all cleaned up. I wish on the side it didn't have that little damage, but the flaking is really nice, and this is the nicest triangle I've found so far, so I'm really happy with it. All right, it is another day, and I'm gonna be doing a different type of searching today. I'm going down to a creek, right down that hill. There's a good creek that I've found stuff in. I also like to check the hillsides here. It's a quartz. There's actually a quartz quarry really close to here, and I found a quartz point in this creek. So there's definitely stuff here, but for some reason I feel like in Pennsylvania it's tough finding stuff in creeks, but I've had a little bit of luck, but I've searched a lot. I'm gonna do some looking up on this hillside here. Stuff will erode out of here sometimes, and if I don't find anything there, I'll see you at the creek. All right, just made it down to the creek. I didn't find a whole lot. I found what might be quartz flakes. It's really hard to tell with quartz, but to me that looks like it could be something. Same with that. And I was finding some other stuff, but these are the ones that I really thought may look good. But I'm gonna get into the creek now, check out these gravel bars. There's one down there that I've had luck at, so let's go give it a look. So the water is higher than usual. Usually this is all exposed, but everything I have found near a creek has actually been in the creek. I've never actually found something on the bar. It's always been like right on the edge. We're coming up on another good area here. And there's just so much gravel. These are quartz. And I like to pretty much pick up all quartz that looks pretty decent. It's really hard to tell. That looks good. See, it's just really tough when it's underwater, but I like to pick up as much as I can. Make sure the one that I found, I did not think was an arrowhead till I actually pulled it out of the water. Found it just like this, picking up all these quartz pieces. There's definitely a lot of it here. It rained pretty hard all day, which makes it hard because the water's a little murky. But the nice part is all these are really popping. A lot of times it's really hard to see some of the color, but the quartz are all sticking out really, really nice. I definitely think it's possible we could find something. All right, we got another massive rock bar back here. Does not look sturdy, so I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to get into there. I'll probably walk around here. That looks good. See that? It's nothing. Alright, let's see if this bridge holds up. It's definitely sinking. Alright, let's get into this area here. So I see something out there that looks somewhat good. Getting closer, I'm not too sure. Nope. Just more quartz. So looks good here. To me, it looks like it has some work on the side there. I'm thinking that's a little scraper. I don't know what this side is, this material, but let me know what you think in the comments. Just looking at that. It's kind of cool. Alright, so I'm done checking out this spot. I'm gonna walk back, see if I find anything. If I do, I'll show you. But the tough part with hunting PA in creeks is just look at all these rocks. This all looks so good. A lot of times you want to look for color and like look for stuff that looks out of place, but here you're gonna find quartz and orange jasper. This isn't jasper, but it all kind of has the same look to it. And if you look, it's really tough. And then I mean, I'd love to sift this, but it's just it's, like I said, it's just all rock. Like I'm sure there's stuff in here, but it'd just be way too difficult to dig up this big stone. So hopefully I find something on the walk out, but a lot of times when I come creek hunting, I don't find stuff. It's always worth checking out. It doesn't produce like the fields do for me. I think in other states it's a lot better, but it's tough here, especially in my area. So if you're new to arrowhead hunting, I would definitely recommend looking in creeks. It took me a while before I found my first one in a creek, so it's really just about putting in time and miles, and eventually you'll find one if you're looking in the right places. I've went to certain creeks and found nothing for the first however many times I went, and then eventually you find something and it makes it worth it coming back. So don't give up on the spots if you think it's good. A good spot would be right up there. There's higher elevation, something, and that's where they would have camped. I'm not sure if it's eroding into here, if maybe they had a camp up on that side too. If you see, that's really high here, and that they erode out of here. But you definitely want some higher land that cuts into the creek somewhere. So you see it's cutting in there, it's cutting in over there, way down there, there's a lot. So spots like that you want to check, keep walking, look for flakes, research your area, the type of material. This area, like I said, is mostly quartz, but there's jasper as well. You can always find quartzite, argillite, stuff like that in my area, so I know what those are. And then with the creek hunting, you also just want to look for shape, like anything that looks sort of triangular. But it's really good when you can actually see the material, like stuff like that. It's really tough to see, but my best one ever I found in stuff like this, and the shape was just there. So it's always worth looking wherever you're able to.